Yo guys, what's going on? I am George and this is You Wanna Watch. Welcome back to the shop and welcome back to another restoration. If you happen to be new here, I do all sorts of restorations, whether it be furniture or vices and everything in between. Today, we're gonna be working on a Stanley Sweetheart number 7 24-inch folding rule. This thing's in relatively good shape. It's dirty, it's scrungy, the brass is tarnished, and it's gonna need a really good cleaning. So I say without any further ado, we jump right into it. Let's go. Alrighty guys, well, I say we take us a pretty good look at this. Zoom you in real quick. This is the Stanley Sweetheart number 7 folding rule. It does have quite a few issues. There is paint across there, which isn't terrible, but it's not good either. The brass is tarnished and stained up, but other than that, this thing is in pretty good shape. The inside you can still read fairly well. Let me show you the Stanley Sweetheart logo, if that'll focus. There we go. Look at that. That's not bad, but it is scrungy. It's oily, it's dirty. But we're going to do what we can to try and get this to look a lot better so I can put it on my wall and admire it for years to come. So I'm just going to jump into this. I'm not going to try just hot soapy water because I don't think that's going to do anything for this. This is pretty dirty. So what I think my plan is to use my go-to scrubbing bubbles, and I think we're just going to unfold this and do one side at a time. Let's try the outside first. Get a good coat of scrubbing bubbles on there. We'll just let that do its thing. Try to emulsify all that dirt and grease that's in there. You can kind of see it working right now, so that's pretty good. Once it soaks in a little bit, because the pan is dipped, I'm going to drop it right in the bubbles, and hopefully that'll take care of all the nasties for us. And I'm going to go over it with a 4/0 steel wool. Now I just got to remember to not put a lot of pressure down on it, because I don't want to take the paint off of it. Alright guys, we're going to start. I already got this 1 through 6 done. We're going to come 7 through 12 and just lightly, I mean ultra lightly, try and hit this. We're working about 13 to 17 now. And of course, 18 through 24. Don't want to press hard at all, so I'm kind of a little apprehensive about doing this. I do think it'll work nicely though. Let's flip it over and try the real bad side. So this would be the outside of it. A little more scrubbing bubbles on there. Wow, at least I can read the inches that are on there now. After I get the wood cleaned, then I'm going to go back over it with the same 4/0 steel wool and try and hit the brass a little bit. Well, I don't want to call my videos today a mishmash, because it's not really a mishmash. What I'm doing is multiple tools. I'm just cleaning them up. There's not enough footage for me to show videos, so I'm just going to combine a bunch of projects that I'm doing today into one video. So this is basically the normal day of me here in the shop, just cleaning tools up and having a good time. Alright guys, next for the Stanley medley, we are going to be doing this Stanley Sweetheart Scribe. Let me pull it off here so you guys can see it. There you go, Stanley Sweetheart, nice little scribe. So we're going to do the same exact thing with the scrub and bubbles and try and get this thing to look as nice as possible. So after we're done, we're going to treat the wood with a bunch of oil and try and get it looking rather nice, hopefully. So let's spray this down with some bubbles. And we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got the scrub and bubbles on there. It's been soaking on there for about, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes. We're just going to lightly, again, use the 4/0 steel wool and just lightly try and get the grunge off this. That's working pretty good. Working pretty good. I want to try and follow the grain as much as possible while trying to clean this up. It's the best way of doing it. I apologize about the neighbor's dogs, man. I really do. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but get the mustache looking good. I've always called these mustache markers just because of the beautiful little brass inlay that they got on there. I'll show you once I get it a little cleaner. You guys will see what I'm talking about. There you go, the little mustache. That's cool. they came out pretty good. Alrighty. Well, they cleaned up rather well, actually. Of course, the end grain's not going to look as good as the rest of it, but I didn't want to go sanding on this or anything like that. We're just going to leave it all natural. Let's put the lock on there. Slide that all back in place. And we'll put the key back in. Time. Oh, there it is. There's number 2 for our real quick cleanup today. Again, this is all stuff that's just going to stay here at the shop with the exception of the last thing. So, here is my Scribe. Again, my folding rule. Alrighty guys, last but not least, we have this nice little Stanley Victor. This is going to go to a friend of mine, and all I'm going to do is knock some loose rust off there and make it presentable. That way he can do his own restoration on it and, you know, admire it. So let's jump right into this. It is missing the swivel flange there, unfortunately, but he's definitely a creative fellow who can figure something out. I mean, you don't really need it, but just put a washer on there if you want. Break this down the best we can without fully taking the whole thing apart. Alright guys, well, I just knocked, I don't know, some rust off there. This is going to be shipped overseas, and I'd rather pay less for shipping by getting all that excess rust off there. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I left a lot of character, rust, and patina on here for him so he can do his own restoration. Alright, well, I'm not going to oil this, because I'm sure by the time it gets there, it's going to be rusted up again, and that's cool too. That way he has his restoration to do for his own video. So alrighty guys, so what did you think of the Stanley Medley video? I'm quite happy with it. The 24-inch Stanley Sweetheart number 7 folding roll came out fantastic. I'm extremely happy with that. This is going to stay in my collection. The Stanley Sweetheart, I call it the mustache design Scribe. This is also going to stay in my collection. Quite happy with this. I already have a Stanley Victor, so this is going to be sent to a buddy of mine overseas, so it's going to enjoy its new life over in England, and I'm sure it'll be plenty happy in his collection, so that's awesome. I was going to do a fourth thing, the Stanley number 36 machinist level, but I can't get the set screws out. They are completely seized in there, and I really want to do this thing justice. But in order to do so, I've got to get all these set screws out. So This is going to be a video later on down the road. But that's it. Alrighty guys, well we are all done with this one. That was the Stanley Medley. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Like always, stay safe, be safe. We will see you guys next week with another. Bye.